Everybody, want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast with Mike and Terrance, presented to you by EE What's going on, Mike?
Not much, Brody. What's going on?
Man, I just got done listening to some of these singles, man. It's there's some heat, man. Some heat this week.
Definitely, man. Yeah, got some good albums too.
Yeah.
Good variety of stuff too, and we got to hear some dope female MCs this week. So tap in with them and see what they got to say. So
Definitely.
I'm excited.
Yeah, let's start it off with album reviews. The first one we'll start off with is actually an EP by Ice Spice called Like. This is fire. I mean, this is her debut EP through 10K Projects and Capitol Records, executive produced by Riot USA. Fire, man. This is a great project. We had covered In Her Mood already, one of the weeks as far as new music, but that song is fire. Gangsta Boo featuring Lil TJ, which is I Need a Girl sample part 2. Fire song. And I like Munch a lot also. The thing I like about Ice Spice, she can rap. I mean, she can really spit, and I think she's definitely someone to keep a lookout for. But this is a nice debut for her, and hopefully she can pick up a lot of traction through this project.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said. Like you said, like ... question mark is the name of the project. For me, like you said, In Her Mood, we discussed that one on the previous pod. I enjoyed that one. I like Princess Diana as well. And like you said, Gangsta Boo with Lil TJ with the I Need a Girl sample. And like I said, her vibe I think is dope. She's, cute. She's got the whole drill beat thing, and she really does that whole style pretty dope. Like, I don't really think there's anybody as far as women MCs that's really doing that drill style to the level that she's doing it. So I think she's got a really, she's found a lane that works for her, and she excels at it. So yeah, shout out to her. I thought it was dope too.
Yeah, and to me, if she can stay like consistent, because Cardi doesn't put out like a ton of music, projects and stuff. So if Ice can stay consistent, hey, she might be able to get that crown, man. I mean, she's really dope, I think.
Yeah, she is dope. I agree.
Yeah. All right, man. Next up, we got Kash Doll and DJ Drama, back on Dexter, which is a Gangsta Grillz mixtape. She's out of Detroit. She's a rapper and an actress. I see that she's on Empire and BMF. So, shout out to Kash Doll. I remember Royce had shouted her out on one of his songs, which is really dope as well. I'll let you start this one off.
Yeah, like you said, she's a rapper and an actress. She's on BMF, and like you said, was on Empire as well. So shout out to her on that. I like this. I thought it was dope. Really, I liked all of her verses. I thought all of her verses were dope. Some of the collabs were kind of hit or miss for me, but it's a Gangsta Grillz type, so it is what it is. I'm not mad at that. I really enjoyed Added Up with Lakia. I thought they both snapped on that song. Legit with Payroll, Giovanni is dope too. Heavy with Peasy. On the Flow with Sada Baby, and Make Love with Brian Hamilton and TLG Deuce would be the highlights for me. So overall, I thought it was dope. I enjoyed her flow, and I thought she really killed it. So shout out to Kash Doll.
Yeah, I enjoyed this also. Highlights for me, a lot of them you already covered. Added Up, Legit with Payroll, Giovanni was dope. I think I like All Hype with Tay B and Babyface Ray. But my favorite song on here, and this beat was ridiculous. Oh boy, that beat was just like, that was crazy. Some of the features was like Skilla Baby, Kash, Kid, Risk Taker D, D Boy, and then DJ BJ 3525. Hope I'm saying that right. But that beat was crazy on that song. And like you said, she had a lot of great verses on there. Always drama on there talking and stuff. But Yeah, it's a dope project for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, next up, man, we got Shay Noir and Big Ghost, Noir or Never. This is incredible, man. For like the first two songs, I was kind of like, I was starting off kind of slow, and then it just like picked up traction and just got better and better. You know, she's kind of reached that level now where sometimes we're kind of comparing, we're starting to like compare projects and stuff like that. And this one got better, better and better. I mean, last year she dropped two. We covered those on the podcast. I think I like the second one that she dropped like in October better than the first one, but both of them were great. But this one, man, this one is good too. I mean, she's getting more and more comfortable as an MC. A lot of great messages and stuff that she was saying on here. And I mean, what song was it? She said something about you know, a lot of, I think maybe it was the intro talking about like some you know, some people stripping and rapping and all that, but who's gonna like kind of be in that bag as like a rapper, in that, you know, she really you know, showcased that on this album. Highlights for me would be Sleep Paralysis with Flea Lord and D Styles. I like Quiet Moves with D Styles. What's this? Via Cruz with I don't even know that person's name. Seven, was that?
I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, was it Seven?
Love,
The
it's
Genius?
pronounced Love the Genius.
Love the Genius. Okay, okay, there's
Mhm.
a seven in it. Okay, and Bad Apples with Ransom and 38 Speech. Bro, Ransom on here?
Snap.
That was crazy, man. I think Ransom was on the last project as well,
He
but
was.
she held her own, man. She held her own on here. But Ransom, he got busy, man. He got busy.
Yeah, the two projects from last year that you were referencing, Food for Thought was the one that dropped earlier in the
Yeah,
year, and The Last Remnants was the one that dropped
that's right.
later in the year.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Ransom was on that one as well.
right.
I enjoyed this one as well. Uh, I kind of agree to a certain extent that it kind of started a little slow, but it got better as you move through the project. Uh, we've spoken on Shay multiple times on the pod. Uh, obviously, we're both fans of her craft and what she does. We appreciate her lyricism and how she puts her songs and her bars together. So for me, highlights would be Resilient, like you said, Quiet Moves, I thought was really dope. Vera Cruz with Love the Genius. Love the Genius went crazy on this song.
Yeah,
Like, I can't wait until she drops a project so we can review it. Like, I'm really excited for what she's got cooking up.
right.
And that's Griselda Camp as well. So they got Shay, they got Armani Caesar,
Mm,
Love the Genius. So yeah, a lot of people over there in that Griselda camp.
right.
I like Low Altitude as well. Brilliance featuring Skyzoo and D Style. Obviously, we spoke on Skyzoo earlier with the Mind of a Saint album that he did earlier this year. And Bad Apples with Ransom and 38 Special. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this project.
Yeah, yeah. Fact. Shout out to Shane.
Facts.
Next up, man, we got Dreamville with the Creed 3 soundtrack. This is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. Like, where do we even start, man? No, let me ask you. I mean, because you know, you more up to speed about Dreamville than I am. Reason. This is Reason that we was on Sway.
This is Reason with TDE.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
This is TDE Reason. Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this project, man, is incredible. Like, not just the rap songs on here, but some of these like R&B tracks was like amazing. So they really, you know, put together like a really fire soundtrack. This is one of the best soundtracks I heard in a really long time.
I
Um,
agree.
Highlights for me would be Culture with what's this, Me's, Reason, Simba Snap, man. And what's this, A8A?
Hmm.
My Boy, we covered that already like a week or two ago with JID and Luke, Fire.
Hmm.
Adonis, interlude. J. Cole doing the Dr. Dre sample. That was crazy. They even
Yep.
played that in the movie. That was fire.
Okay.
Just Face It, Blast. We've talked about Blast numerous times on this podcast. I've yet to hear a bad song from him, like all his songs and features, from the features with Snoop, features with Kendrick, all of them been incredible. Bro, West Side Boogie, man, that Headhunters is fire, man. Him and Cos, that was incredible. I like Jack by Earth Gang with Buddy and Ant Clemens. That was fire. Kalani got busy. I like Shadows a lot. And then probably maybe my favorite song on here, maybe would be Blood, Sweat, and Tears that we covered already with Boss. That song is incredible, man.
Okay. One thing that you said that I want to address. I don't think Blast is capable of making a bad song. I'm convinced at this point he's just incapable of making a bad song. Maybe one day he'll prove me wrong, but I seriously don't. As far as this Dreamville soundtrack, most of the stuff that I was thinking about, you've already named. Culture with Mez, Simba, and Reason, and AE. My boy with JID and Lou, Adonis Interlude with J. Cole. I really enjoyed Greater with Ari Lennox as well. Just Face It with Blast, Headhunters, Westside Boogie, Cos, and Kevin Ross. Jack with Earth Gang, Buddy. Dope to see Buddy. I don't know if we covered a Buddy project. Hopefully we get to cover a Buddy project as well. I really like Buddy. I think he's dope. But Jack with Earth Gang, Buddy, and Ant Clemens. Layup with Sid and Sir, I thought was a great collab. Sid from the internet, Sir from TDE. In the room with JID, Tierra Whack, and BJ the Chicago Kid. I was so
Yes.
I was so happy to finally get my JID and Tierra Whack collab.
Yeah.
Like, it was excellent. I just wish the song could have been longer. That's the only thing I can say.
Right.
Burn Bridges with Reason, Luke, Cos, and Aaron Ray. That might have been probably one of the best songs on this whole project, I thought. That was a really great song. And then Blood, Sweat, and Tears, as you mentioned. And the Kaylani song was dope as well, Shadows. They even had a song with Omen, Hate Me Now. That song was dope. Like, man, really, I don't have anything negative to say about this soundtrack. I thought it was great, like you said. And the point that you made about it being one of the best soundtracks you heard in a long time, I agree wholeheartedly. Definitely one of the best I've heard in a while. So shout out to Dreamville, man. They're
Yeah.
making moves.
And man, I was walking and I listened to the soundtrack, but I smiled when I saw Tierra Whack on there. I said that was a good look, man. Like, whoever thought of that to get her on there, that was a good thinking, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got SAR The Kid, Toxicity at its finest. I'll let you start this one off.
All right. So earlier this year, when we covered, I think it may have been week 3 or 4, we were covering something, and you mentioned Ab-Soul and how you wanted to apologize to Ab-Soul because you felt like you should have placed his album higher on the list that we did at the end of last year. Here's my apology to SAR The Kid. The Shadow in the Shade was definitely one of the top 30 albums last year. I apologize for not putting it in there. So we'll start with that. Secondly, this was an R&B album, so this was a different, move for him. And we talked about it earlier this year. This was going to be something a little different for him. I thought it was very interesting. I like his approach on this. I like the subject matter and a lot of the stuff that he addressed. I thought it was fire, honestly. So highlights, I got Notify Anyway, on Amazon, going through withdrawals. Tomboy, I'm sorry, definitely fire. Single but taken, Accountability, Clarissa Shields, Jagged Edge, Curve Cologne Freestyle, and True Lies. Excellent project. I thought it was dope.
Yeah. You know, when I was listening to it at first, like I was like kind of like, okay, not kind of expecting what I got. You know, I thought I was gonna get like some. I mean, he still wrapped his behind off, so he still went off on it or whatever. But I didn't know what to kind of expect when I was listening to it. But as the project got along, I got more and more into it. Yeah, he had great harmonies on here. You know, and then like the interludes with the girl on there, she was going off on him and stuff. Found a lot of those, you know, funny and stuff, but it was fire, man. I like going through withdrawals, Tomboy, Clarissa Shields was fire. I like the little bell, you know, when the fight is starting, that was fire. You know, how they had that in the track. I like Sex Slave too. I thought that was fire. And True Lies. But yeah, incredible project. You know, very good project, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Yeah. All right, man. Last up, we got Macklemore with Ben. I got a chance to listen to this one on Tuesday. I enjoyed this project, man. This is actually my first Macklemore album to listen to from start to finish. I've listened to, you know, a lot of the singles and stuff that he's put out, and I've enjoyed those. You know, I don't know. You know, I got a lot of stuff going on, so you can't get to everything, but I definitely enjoyed this album, man. And I heard Maniac like months ago. You put that out as a single, but that's one of my favorite tracks on here. Windsor, he did a great job on his vocals. Video's crazy too. 1984, I like that song a lot. That song was fire. Like just the harmonies, the way he just did everything on 1984 was fire. Man, one song I had like stuck in my head since I heard it is Day You Die. Like Sarah, I think in the last Barthel, man, her vocals are crazy. Like that song has just been like on loop in my head. It's fire. Heroes with DJ Premier, crazy. Lost and Sun comes up with Jackson Lee Morgan. That song is incredible. I like that song a lot. It's kind of like really it's like two songs combined into one. I like that one. And then last but not least, I say God's Will. I like that track.
Okay. For me, this is gonna be very different than a lot of the stuff you said. For me, I think the Macklemore that I like the most is when he's mainly rapping. A lot of the kind of like I didn't think 1984 was a bad song. Neither did I think Maniac was a bad song. But it just wasn't, I guess, kind of like what you were saying with the SAR project. Like that wasn't what I was expecting. So it kind of threw me off, and I was like, okay, like this is cool, but it kind of just, I don't know. I guess for me, it didn't fit in with what the rest of the project and some of the rest of the songs were trying to do, especially after the first track, Chant, which I enjoyed. It was kind of like, it kind of was more in the vein of like the Ceiling Can't Hold Us, one of those kind of chanty type songs. And I'm used to that from him, so I thought that was cool. Heroes with DJ Premier. I like Grime. I thought Grime was really dope.
Yeah.
And it was just probably one of the more rappy songs on the whole project, in my opinion. I Need, I thought was also dope. Kind of just talking about how people want and need all of these things, but don't really need things as much as they think they do. I thought that was a dope concept, and that was a cool song. Faithful with NLE Chopper might have been my favorite song on this whole project. I really enjoyed that one, and Tears. So, and the song with Moray is not bad either. It just, it was I don't know, it was kind of a weird pairing, but I didn't think it was bad either. But overall, I thought it was a cool project.
Okay. How do you think Ben compares to maybe Logic's album? You know, I mean, I guess they're two different type of rappers. You got him, Logic, G-Eazy, you know, all those guys a little different.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned G-Eazy. This actually, it put me more in the mind of that G-Eazy project that we covered like maybe a year or so ago. Okay. It felt more so similar to that, or maybe there was somebody else that we covered. I can't think of it right now, but we'll talk. We'll if I remember, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But it felt more similar to that project to
Right.
me than a Logic project, especially this college part that we just recently covered.
Right.
So
yeah, you know, and Macklemore, his fan base is kind of middle of the road. He has, you know, some hip hop stuff that he does, but he definitely has like you mentioned, No Ceilings. He definitely has like a big, you know, pop audience and stuff like that. Because the Maniac song I heard was on the pop station.
I believe it.
Yeah. All right, man. We got singles. We got new music. We'll let you start it off, man.
Okay, so first off, we got JHope featuring J. Cole on the street. I was surprised by this. I really didn't know what to expect. I thought JHope's singing and the hook was cool. I thought he did his thing. The dancing was cool too as well.
Right.
Nice beat. J. Cole went crazy. So yeah, I thought it was a dope track. And obviously it's getting a great response right now as far as views as well. So
Right. Yeah, BTS is huge. You know, man, I just listened to this song maybe an hour ago. What did J. Cole say? Did he say, I see a top 10 list, but I see what do you say, a buffet or Golden Corral or something like
you
that?
see a top 10 list, I see a Golden Corral. Yeah.
Bro, I went, man, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, he snapped on that, man. He snapped. Like you said, JHope had, you know, some good bars and stuff too. I enjoyed it, man. I thought it was real cool. And I guess JHope is the one who does, because, you know, a lot of the BTS records, you know, a lot of the songs have like some rapping verses on it and stuff like that. But yeah, the song was very cool, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. And man, I've been telling people, y'all better watch J. Cole, man. J. Cole has been going crazy low key for like almost 3, 4 years straight. So like
Yeah.
y'all need to watch this man. But
Hey, let me ask you, that Billboard list that came out with the top 50 rappers, was J. Cole mentioned?
I didn't I looked at it, to be honest. I think he was in there somewhere, but I really don't remember. I will have to look at it again to be able to verify.
Yeah, if he ain't at least, I mean, you know, not that I'm trying to rank him, but if he ain't somewhere like in the top 15 to 20, I don't even want to like even. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, anyway, we may do a show or a segment talk about that list one day, but that was yeah, he's up there, man. He's up there.
And he's definitely up there in my book.
Yeah.
Next we got No Cap, 40 some flow. I'll let you start this one.
Yeah, we covered him last week, man. This song here is like probably better than last week. If you listen to him, man, he was snapping. Like he was snapping and his flow was changing on there. I was like following him, man. So I like this song a lot. I thought it was fire, man. And the video is crazy too.
I agree 100%. Like I said last week, he really has some bars in there. If you're paying attention to what he's saying, he's putting some stuff together.
Right.
Like it may not be the orthodox way that we're used to hearing it, but you got to listen. Like bro's saying some stuff.
Yeah.
I thought the Akon ghetto sample was dope, so that was fire.
There you go.
Yeah, you know I got you. And yeah, so dope track. Thought it was stupid, stupid fire.
Yeah.
Next we got Yeet with No More Talk. I'm gonna just be real with you. I didn't really get this one. I mean, like the beat was cool. I really didn't understand very much of what Brody was saying. I mean, it had a nice little melody. I could bob my head to it, but I really didn't get this one.
This is the one with the skeleton music video.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was you know, my first time checking them out. So I definitely, I mean, I'm not gonna say I won't listen to another song from them. It's just my first one, but it was cool. It was all right.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I mean, dope beat. I could nod my head to it. I
Yeah.
really didn't understand very much of what he was saying. His voice is, you know, and I guess kind of like I don't know if he's auto-tune or maybe just the pitch that, he's rapping at, but I couldn't really make out a lot of what he was saying. But we'll try it again if he comes out with another track soon and see if maybe that one connects a little better than this one. But shout out to him anyway.
Yeah.
Next we got Nicki Minaj with Red Ruby the Sleez.
Yeah, the Rihanna sample.
I thought was that a Rihanna sample or was that the Lumi D sample? Am I tripping?
Well, okay, well maybe maybe Riri got that from that one, but it's not like the Riri thing though.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this was crazy. Like Nicki went crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I like the whole style. Like, it's kind of like we were talking about Ice Spice, how she's kind of in a lane that really nobody else is really doing to the level that she's doing it. Like, if Nicki goes off and does something like this, nobody else is doing nothing that sounds like that.
Right.
So I thought this was crazy.
Yeah, I like the video too. How they put that was fire. Yeah, I liked it a lot, man. I just hope Nicki is not getting at that point where I remember when Lil Wayne did Big Bad Wolf. Bro, that was probably like, to me, that was like one of the best verses I've ever heard from Wayne. And it's almost like nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was rapping his behind off. And it's like that song should have been so much bigger than it was. And low key, Nicki's been going off on the last couple songs, but I know how it is. Like when you've been around as long as she has, that that energy kind of fizzles a little bit because you got so many new artists and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, low key, Nicki's been going off. Her last couple songs been real good.
Yeah, I agree, and I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, I thought she went crazy.
Yeah.
Next we got Young Nudy with Brossel. Dope beat. I really got nothing negative to say. I liked it.
It's the video with the snake and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. It was fire. I liked it. It's got the little auto-tune trap stuff, but I was definitely kind of bobbing my head to it. I thought it was fire.
Thanks. I agree. Same. Next we got Don Toliver with Embarrassed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll say, and Travis Scott. Yeah, it was cool. I think I liked the song we covered last week a little better than this one. I mean, but it was still a good song though, and I like what Travis did on here. Like I say, I am a fan of Don. But yeah, this song was cool though.
Literally everything I was just about to say. I like what Travis did. I thought the song last week was better though. It was cool, but I think the song from last week was better.
Yeah.
Literally everything I was about to say. So next we got Finesse2Tymes with How to Act. Very similar to what we just said. It was cool, but I like the last song better. Like, this is cool. The video was, kind of like the frat party type, atmosphere or whatever. Right. So, it definitely had, a party type vibe to it. But as far as the song, I thought it was cool, but I definitely like the song that we covered last week a lot better.
Yeah, I like the video. I thought the video was cool. Finesse, like I say, I hear him a lot. When I go to the barbershop, that's all they play in there. One thing I do like about him is he has a lot of punchlines. The stuff we be talking about is crazy. But yeah, this song was cool though. Yeah.
Thanks. Next, we got Conway The Machine with Metallic Fives. Classic Griselda beat. Conway doing his thing.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah. I saw it had drum work on the artwork, so seems like he's finally getting that drum work label off the ground. I was wondering, like, it's been a minute since we heard from Conway, so I figure he's been behind the scenes, kind of getting this label situation organized and signing acts and stuff like that. But yeah, I like this song. The beat was crazy. Like, this beat was fire. Now we're gonna cover another song in a few seconds, but yeah, but this song was cool though, for sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Next we got Kali Uchis featuring Don Toliver with Fantasy. This is fire. I
Fire.
love
This
this
is
song.
fire, bro. Fire.
I
Incredible.
love this song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, incredible.
Next we got Kane with Dope.
Bro, he is snapping on here, man. This song right here, like, this is better than last week. Like, you know, like, I was joking with you because when you was like, they should sign him to Dreamville, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, Paul Rosenberg may need to look at him. He definitely had like a little. I think this something M would like a lot. Like, he was going off, man. Like, he was riding the beat. The video was crazy. How, like he was staring out like a spirit in the eyes or whatever, and then how the video ended and stuff. But this song was fire, man. Incredible.
I agree 100% that that's something that M would like. I think that M would definitely like the video, song, the concept, all of it.
Yeah.
And the rapping.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. This one's better than last week as well. Not that that one was bad by any
Right.
means. But it's
Right.
like every week he's just up in the ante thus far. So yeah, shout out to Kane. Another great song.
Yeah, facts.
Next, we got Larry June featuring The Alchemist with 89 Earthquake. What you think?
This is better than last week, man. This song here is fire, man. This is fire, man. The video is crazy. Man, Larry June must have got some big pockets, man. Like, the last week, he had that house that was crazy. This one, they got airplanes and $100,000 cars and stuff they spinning and stuff. But this song was fire, man. I like the video a lot. Nothing negative to say. I assume Alchemist did the beat. The beat was crazy. Incredible song.
Yeah, this project, man, that they got coming out, it's looking like it could possibly be one of the best albums of the year easily.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shout out to Larry June and Alchemist, another great song. And once again, it's like they're up in the ante every time they drop as well. So
Yeah.
shout out to both of them.
Facts.
Next we got Kenny Mason, 100 or None. Fire.
Yeah.
Kenny Dreamville, sign Kenny Mason. I don't know why y'all are playing. He's done too many songs with Jid, Earth Gang. Like, come on, sign Kenny Mason. Fire song.
Yeah, Kenny's incredible. And who was featured? Was this Tony? I can't think of his last name, but yeah, dude went off also, man. This is an incredible song. Yeah. We've covered projects from Kenny before. Yeah, Kenny gets busy, man. He gets busy. Credible writer, visionary, does a great job with his stuff. Kenny's the one who does like a lot of the rock samples and stuff, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he had a little bit of an element of that on this song. And I mean, there's definitely an audience for that. So, I mean, I think, like I said, Dreamville, stop playing, sign Kenny Mason. Next, we got Akeem Ali, Handsome Heartbreaker. What you think?
The video is fire. The video is fire, and I like I like the hook a lot. I thought the hook was incredible. Some of the rapping was not that it was bad, just it was a little awkward. Some of it I thought, but I still like the song. I like the energy from the video. When the video was over, they in there like clowning around with the dance moves and stuff. But overall, like, the package of it was good. I did like that. I only heard it one time. I have to go back and listen again, but it's definitely something to listen to for sure.
Yeah, I like Akeem Ali. He obviously went viral some years ago for a beat or for rapping over I think it was the Imaginary Player sample Jay-Z. It was a sample beat that a YouTube producer had made, and he rapped over it kind of like with this pimpish type style, and it went viral on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. Yeah. And now he's kind of more settling into actually making, I guess, more of a career than just, videos out of it. So that's cool for him. this song for me, I kind of agree with you. The hook was cool. Some of the raps kind of felt like they didn't quite, line up on beat at times. It was almost like he was forcing, you know, forcing the bars into a pocket in the beat. And it's cool, but I definitely think he's had stronger songs than this one. Not that I think it was bad, but I definitely think he has had stronger songs than this one. But like you said, I thought the video was cool, and definitely the attention to detail, the kind of, like you said, the fun that they were having in the video with the kind of almost R&B style, Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, he had the
so
fanny pack on and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So very 80s vibe and all of that. But I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Next we got Millie's featuring Jadakiss-Moonroof.
This is my first time hearing a song by Millie's. He did his thing. I mean, he did his thing. I enjoyed it. But bro, Jada, that was crazy, man. Jada just went off. Like the end of the video when he was like walking to the car, like he knew he killed it. Like it was like nothing else to say. He dropped the mic.
Yeah, fact. Jada snap. I've heard a few Millie songs before. This is probably one of the best ones I've heard thus far, though. I really enjoyed the hook. I thought it was dope. And like you said, Jada snap. So shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
Next, we have Horseshoe Gang with Nice Me featuring King Crooked.
Yeah.
Big Horseshoe Gangs fan, crazy lyricist.
Yeah.
They're King Crooked's brothers, for those who may not be aware of their work or their affiliation with him. And they've got several projects out, so you can check them out. But I thought this was dope. King Crooked went crazy. His verse was ridiculous. And I think, they just kind of push each other lyrically. It kind of almost reminds me of Slaughterhouse in a way.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to the extent of, the different elements that each guy brought, but you can definitely tell when they go in there and make a song that they're pushing each other lyrically, they're not slacking, and they want to make sure that they can get the best thing that they do. Or that they can. So I thought it was dope.
Yeah. Produced by Eminem. Eminem produced a couple tracks for them, but I enjoyed it, man. These guys went crazy. All of them was snapping. All of them was like in pocket. And I don't know like all of them quite by name yet. I enjoyed the guy who was doing the hook on there. That was crazy. But man, when Crook came in there, oh my God, that was like one of the best Crook verses. they ain't no bad Crook verse, you know what I'm saying? But just the way he went on there, that he just went stupid. Yeah, that was crazy.
Facts. And I think the brothers' names, Debo is one of them. Demetrius, I think, is the one that was doing the hook.
Okay.
Then there's Julius and Kenny.
Okay.
And that should be all of them.
Yeah.
But next we got Talib Kweli and Madlib featuring Amani-After These Messages. This is fire. Kweli's talking about, talking that Kweli stuff he's doing, he's been known to do. So a lot of truth, a lot of history, a lot of, different things like that involved in the bars and in the song and the message of the song. But I thought the hook was dope. I thought the beat was dope. Shout out to both of them. And Talib and Madlib actually have a project out, if I'm not mistaken, right now, Liberation 2. And we will get to that very soon. So be on the lookout for that. But I thought it was dope.
Yeah, fire, man. I like Talib a lot. I think Talib is dope. He's that's another thing. How you gonna have a list with no Talib on it? That makes no sense to me. But yeah, Talib is a legend in this game. Great lyricist. I love the song.
Yeah, a lot of people don't appreciate, guys like Redman or, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, and even guys like DMX and people like that the way that they really should. But, that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
Next, we got Boosie with Black and Beautiful. different vibe for Boosie. You know, we used to, you know, Boosie Badazz.
Right.
But I guess he, you know, I know he said at the beginning of the track, "Oh, Mama gonna love this one," so I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
And I thought the message was dope. It was dope to see him, you know, doing something different than I guess what we're used to seeing from him. So I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I assumed that was him who did the hook. It was fire, man. I mean, it was cool for Bootsy, you know, to come with some kind of like a barbecue type record or whatever. Had a cool vibe to it. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, facts. All right. Next we got Wiz Khalifa with "Little Do They Know." I know you're a big Wiz fan. I'll let you
Love
start it.
Wiz. Yeah, I love Wiz. Yeah, Wiz is you know, Wiz really can do no wrong in my eyes. I like this song. Shout out to George Clinton. I saw him in the music video. Fire, man. It's good to see him having fun with his son. I know his son goes on tour with him and stuff. He's back there playing with you know, water guns and stuff. But yeah, shout out to Wiz, man. I like the song a lot.
Yeah, facts. I enjoyed the song. Dope hook, dope beat. And like you said, I mean, Wiz has a lane. He's excellent in it.
Yeah,
And he does well with making songs that people like and that people can relate to. So I enjoyed it as well.
yeah.
Next, we got Jim Jones featuring Benny the Butcher with Tournament. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I did not expect this song to be as fire as it is. But yeah, this is crazy.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. We know Benny the Butcher is a lyrical animal, killer. Just goes off his verses. Jim Jones on this one, man. Bro, Jim went off. That may be the best Jim Jones verse I ever heard before. He went crazy, man. Like, you know how Eminem had like them 2-minute verses or something. Like Jim Jones went about like, damn, he's still rapping. Like he was snapping, man. Like he was on one. Maybe he felt like he had to bring that type of energy to be on the song with Benny, but Jim went crazy, man. Like we talked about this maybe, I don't know if it was like the last show or the show before that. We talked about how Jim has gotten so much better as a rapper, and you can hear it, man. You can hear it all over it.
Absolutely. Anybody who is listening to Jim Jones from the old Dipset days and have listened to, or has listened to him recently, you can see the elevation and you can hear it. Like he's clearly paid a lot of attention to his craft and he's elevated a lot as an MC. So
Yeah.
shout out to him for that. And I agree, man. He went crazy on this. And maybe you're right. Maybe it was the fact that he was on this track with Benny, so he felt, you know, maybe a little pressure to step it up a notch. But like when I saw that, I was like, okay, this be interesting. I was not expecting that. That song is fire.
Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, big facts. Next, we got Dave East with Thicker Than Water. I enjoyed this. Dave East I like a lot. I think he's very underrated. Not enough people talk about him, especially kind of in the crop of, I guess, I wouldn't necessarily say younger MCs, but maybe some of the guys that are like middle children, kind of like what Cole considers himself.
Right.
But definitely a dope MC, and I thought the song was dope as well. So shout out to Dave.
Yeah, Dave East, Mass Appeal, Nas label, and Uncle Murder went crazy on this song. I thought Uncle Murder verse was crazy. He's talking about be careful talking that gang stuff. You got 30 dudes in your crew, 20 gonna get to telling. Like, oh man, he was Uncle Murder was on one on this one. Yeah, but fire song, man. Great collaboration. It's good to hear those two guys make a fire track.
No, facts. I mean, Uncle Murder did snap. Agreed.
Yeah.
Next we got Conway featuring Sauce Walker and Juicy J with Super Bowl. This is crazy. Beats fire.
Fire.
CJ fire beat. Conway went crazy. Sauce Walker did his thing. This was one of the better tracks of the week for me.
This is fire, man. I love the lyric. I love the visualizer video. This song is fire, man. Like you said, and see, Griselda, them guys got to be careful now because they make so many great tracks. now when people get on there with them, they know they got to bring their A game. That may be Juicy J's best verse, bro. He went off, man. I was like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting that from Juicy J. Like he was like on one, talking about, you know, it ain't time for him to retire, and he still got more stuff to do, and it was fire, man. Like he snapped. This song was fire, like you said.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Next we got Bia with 16. I enjoyed this as well. It's not London. You know, I know London with J. Cole was a huge song, did a lot for her. It's not London, but it's very good. And I think it's I'm not sure if this is her follow-up single to London. It's the first single I've heard since London, but I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I like this song a lot. I thought it was fire. Yeah, incredible. Incredible.
Agreed. And lastly, we have Talib Kweli and Madlib with Best Year Ever. This is fire as well. Crazy beat. Talib is rapping his tail off.
Yep.
Video got some hip hop legends in there. I'll let y'all watch it to see it for yourself. I won't reveal that. But thought it was a dope concept, dope song, dope video, dope beat, and really got me looking forward to hearing that Liberation 2 with Talib and Madlib.
What did Talib say? Y'all still eating that horse meat from Burger King or something like that? Oh man, dude.
Yeah.
He's slapping, man. Fire, man. Fire. Yeah, Talib he's on one. I told you, man, when he did that Black Star album, I don't know, maybe it was the stuff Kanye had said about him or whatever, man, but he's been on one since that Black Star album, man.
No, that's facts. He definitely been on one since the Black Star album. He went crazy on Peppers, on West Side Gunn's album.
Yeah.
And like you said, I'm thinking he's probably going crazy on this too. Maybe we could get a Talib Kweli and Cole collab since they both, you know, rapping their tails off right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be great, man. I love that last album we covered. What was it, like Gotham City or something like that? That album was fire.
Yeah, Gotham, I think was the name of it.
Yeah, that was fire,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, hey, this is a great week, man. Like I say, shout out to Juicy J and Jim Jones, man. Them guys shocked the hell out of me. That was some crazy verses, man.
Yeah, facts. Jadakiss on that Moonroof was crazy.
Yep.
King Crooked on Nice Me.
Yep.
What else? J. Cole on the Adonis interlude and the On the Street. I thought both of those. That Dreamville soundtrack is crazy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Man, yeah, great week, great material. Got me looking forward to what's up for next week.
Yeah. Almost makes me want to see the movie again to see, you know, some songs that because I saw the movie before I heard the soundtrack, so it kind of makes me want to, you know, they play a lot of music, so it's like maybe next time I see the movie, I'll be able to connect. Oh, okay, that was from the soundtrack. But yeah, it's fire, man. Fire. A great movie too, by the way. Yeah, the numbers are crazy on that Creed 3 movie as well. So shout out to Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, facts. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm gonna try to get to it next week and try to knock that out then. But definitely will be looking at it from a different perspective now that I heard the whole soundtrack. And like you said, maybe as I'm watching the movie and hearing the songs, maybe it'll connect as I'm watching. So, but I look forward to that as well. So shout out to Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors as well. Shout out to him too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's getting ready to play Dennis Rodman in an upcoming movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. He's got a lot going on. He was just in a movie last year. I think it was about a pilot or something.
Yep.
Obviously, he's playing Marvel, Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. Just did the Michael B. Jordan movie, and now this Dennis Rodman project. So yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And when you go see that Creed movie, there's a trade. I'm not gonna give it away or spoil it to you or anybody that hasn't seen the movie yet, but there's another movie coming out that you may be shocked to see as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Hey, good list, man. This is a very good list of music we put together this week, man. The singles were crazy. And I enjoyed all the albums too, man. I thought everybody did a great job on their projects too.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a dope set of projects, dope singles, and yeah, got to knock out a lot of music this week, and I enjoyed a large percentage of it, so it was cool.
Yeah. Give everybody your social media, Mike.
Yeah, that's M1C_CH3CK on Instagram.
All right, you can check me out on Instagram as well, Terrance Hill the Great, Facebook, Terrance Hill, and on YouTube, Terrance Hill Music, and In the Hills. Please, subscribe to this page, share the content, and also we're putting up like shorts as well. So those short videos, picking up some nice views. So we appreciate everybody that's been tuning in for that. And we'll see you guys on the very next episode. Take care.